Did Rainer get blowed up? Yes, he did.
Blowed up.
Is he in 1,000 pieces?
Blowed up?
Yes, he is.
Did he
Who gets to
have
clean him up?
special acupuncture?
All in the custodial team. Sweep up. Road 4.
Hi, everybody. We're going to be watching Attack on Titan today. Kimmy here.
I didn't get blowed up like Reiner did. Tom here.
Oh no, Storm here. So, spoiler alert, so hopefully you're up to date watching this video, but...
Well, if you're watching this, you're stupid because you skipped an episode.
Oh, that's not
Go
nice
back.
to say that. Sometimes
Go
people
back.
click on things.
Go back and watch it.
We want people
do
to
it.
thumbs up the video. That
Well, they
helps us
shouldn't
out a
have missed the
lot.
last one.
Tom's on fire
He
today.
Gonna get
he's
blowed up like Reiner.
Blown up.
That guy.
He hasn't slept in a
Blowed
long
up.
time.
Yeah, Tom's
We'll
amazing
give
because
him
he
that.
works a lot of nights and then he does this first thing in the morning with us. So he's like,
He's
"On
sleep
fire
deprived."
What are you trying to say? You trying to say I'm crazy?
But you're not crazy. You just do a whole lot before we react.
I think I'm crazy too.
So we're watching episode 15 of season 3 today, and we left on another cliffhanger. The show always has cliffhangers every single time. And yeah, so do you think Reiner's gone?
I do.
I don't know. I don't. They didn't actually show him blow up to pieces. They just kind of like.
After like far
Oh, I
away.
mean, you kind of saw the explosions and everything, but I think there's a slim chance that something happened that he's still in there.
I think
still
he's
there.
dead.
He's gonna crawl.
But-
under the deep.
Yeah, because the only hint is the fact that he was able to save himself when Levi stabbed him through the throat and he transformed, like he triggered it right before that. I wonder if there's something else he could do here for the first time, like first time discovery.
Like in the reverse, maybe like bailing out of his Titan at the right time.
I don't know, or somehow infusing with the Titan in some other way to protect his vulnerable organ. I don't know. Because
What if he becomes the first? What if we have a new zombie movie where it's like the zombie Titan?
He'll be a thunder
Some
spear
are like
Titan.
that anyways. You know, the Titan, yeah. It's like, da-da, like that's his new like weapon and power.
They should have put
Oh,
like
a thunder
like-
spear.
I should have played Thunderstruck.
Yeah, I know they should have. I love that song. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I think he is gone. And I wonder if the Beast Titan's even going to care. I don't really think he cares. He's just on mission and he's just waiting.
Well,
By
to the
this
Beast
time.
Titan, you know, the Armored Titan, all the Titans are just people, are just
Pawns.
soldiers. Yeah, pawns.
right.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Those
so who
guys.
knows?
And then we have, what is it, Burnhold?
Yeah.
So he's there, and we don't know where
Somewhere.
he is. And Armin's really concerned about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even Ervin, he's been saying, oh, well, yeah, mainly Armin's been saying that. And then Ervin's like, okay, well, you know, he's also speculating and trying to figure out what to do. And he wants to go to the basement, and he knows he's probably going to die trying, but he wants to get there because he wants to know the truth about humanity, which I am assuming, of course, because there's so much buildup to that we will find that out. But, you know, this is all by a hunch or hope because Aaron does have this key. I think it would be a big waste to have that to go in the basement that his father wants him to go to, right? And then not have anything valuable there. So hopefully it is worth it, but I don't want Ervin to die.
Now, I have a feeling, speaking of Burnhold, what if because he's obviously not a Titan at the moment because you can't see him.
Right.
So I wonder if he's sneaking through the wall. I mean,
He
Reiner
could be
got
in the
into the wall.
basement. He could be in the basement.
He could be anywhere. I mean, he could be
protecting.
behind them, and they're all thinking of everything in front of them. He could be behind them and waiting for a surprise.
Yeah. I mean, does he even know about the basement, right? I mean, like, yes, you need a key to get in, but he could just smash it open.
Yeah, but didn't they? He might have been around when they were talking about it, you know, the
Yeah.
key and everything. But I don't know if that was. I can't remember if that was like exclusive to Levi and you know all the higher ups in the group,
Yeah, I don't remember.
or if that was, or if you know that was before they left or what.
I don't think he knows, but shall we
But
find
he
out?
could be just doing whatever the Beast Titan tells him to do, too.
True, that's true.
And does the Beast Titan know
Like,
that?
yeah,
There's-
who knows? Well, if he truly is, you know, a former friend of Erwin's dad or whatever, he might know that. But maybe he doesn't even. Well, the key. I mean, the Beast Titan can just go in there and get it, so he probably doesn't know where it is.
We're gonna go in this basement. We're just gonna see a bunch of nerds playing video games, and they're just gonna give us a cheat code.
It's like all VR, like they're all in some virtual
a mess hall.
reality
They're all
world. What happens? So shall we get into this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. 352, 315. God, this is just hell. Wow. Doing the ear thing. Yes, he was doing before during the conversation. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, I got all the time in the world. These people are petty to me. Wow. So I'm in denial. Hanji and her whole squad.
The whole squad they're missing, and they were very.
She was in mid-flight when he transformed, so I mean, she can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, she was right there. He was right above them, so I don't think she survived that. I'm very sad if that's the case.
I really
if she
hope
did,
not, she's so needed in this whole fight.
Wow.
So bad.
Just her experience and her knowledge.
Look at the credits are just saying like memories.
Back
Something happened to them in training. Wow, that was so devastating. I mean, the Colossal Titan, we know how massive he is, but just to be reminded, he's just a nuclear bomb. Like, he just, especially inside the wall there, like, only that, like, that alone took out so many people.
Well, yeah, he's just so massive that every movement he does is just, wide-scale destruction.
It's insane. And just the power of it, of him slowly moving like that and covering all that ground and causing the fires. And I mean, he exploded too, like just the force of him transforming, push everything out. But then I saw him do like a movement with his arm and everything was catching on fire too. Like he was just spreading it with the wind or something. And I was like, holy crap.
Well, there's probably a lot of heat coming off of him right now.
Yeah, and he did it far enough where Reiner can still rejuvenate. So he's going to come back.
Yeah, and again, like, I really thought he did die there, which was crazy, and I felt even worse for Reiner because I'm like, wow, what a way to die and still be kind of alive, probably feeling all that pain, where your head is severed halfway through, and you just saw his jaw, like his brain didn't even look like it was intact before, so I'm like, you would think the brain would totally be like the end all of everything, and
like a zombie.
Yeah, well, that's like the part that keeps everything going.
Yeah, but see, his Titan form is like another being, so to speak. So he transferred it to his, I guess, the nervous system. But I'm sure that his Titan form also has a brain to help function the Titan.
Yeah, so he took his consciousness and put that in his armored Titan, and that's how he survived. And I was thinking that might come back because, again, we saw Levi stab him through the throat, and he's like, thank goodness I was able to do this to make it more of not just a random occurrence. Like, he actually did do a big upgrade there, but this was even a bigger upgrade to be able to survive that.
Yeah, but see, he's a lot smarter, so he knew to do that as a last-ditch effort, where your typical Titan might not even know that they could do that.
No, yeah, because
that's why they're so easy they're a lot easier to kill.
Yeah, and they're just they easily adapt when they're that smart.
Right. Yeah. They have more thought.
Mm-hmm.
But Bernhold, even he said that that was such a desperate thing to do, but he had no other choice. So absolutely, because he wouldn't just die. So I'm very impressed. And now he's healing, because we've seen Aaron a few times practice, and we've seen his face melted off, where it was just like his skull, and all kinds of weird things like that before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then I started thinking, well, maybe he can heal himself, even though he looks far gone, and he can. So he's probably going to be out for a while, but he's going to come back.
If that happened to him outside of his Titan form, then yeah, he'd be gone. He'd be dead because he couldn't transfer anything. He can rejuvenate, but he got nothing to transfer his brain to.
Mm-hmm.
So being in the Titan form is the only thing that saved his ass.
Yeah.
Or his head.
That was pretty freaking incredible. And now Armin was even saying, that was great that he tried to negotiate, because them being, even with the flashback, before going to Marco, that was just awful, but it kind of made me think of that too. But here Armin, he's trying to speak to Bernhold and be like, listen, let's negotiate, let's talk this out. But now it's just the circumstances are so bad, because now he lost a good friend of his that he sees as his people, and now he's solidifying, even though he was against humanity, he was still questioning it a little bit. And now he's like, but his dialogue of, no one's right, because we're fighting for our kind and they're
But
fighting
no
for
one's
their
wrong,
kind.
is what he said.
Yeah, or no one's wrong. Yeah. So, just be
Which
like that. He
gets
doesn't
me
ever care about
interested
the
as to
outcome.
why does he think that for? I mean, why does he told Armin that, you guys are my precious comrades, but you all have to die. So to me that says that the Beast Titan is controlling
Yeah,
their actions.
Or they
exactly. He's
truly
doing what
believe
he
it.
needs to. Yeah, and as we saw their side of the story before they even, our group came to the wall. He was talking to this Chief Zeke. Now we know who this guy is. The Beast Titan is this Chief Zeke.
The war chief.
And they were having that beverage. I don't think it's coffee.
It was hot, whatever it was.
Yeah, who knows?
But and they were in agreement. They were all in on it, and they were just going for it. And even Reiner was like almost threatened, like, if you don't want to do this, Chief Zeke said, I'll, put you pretty much into someone else, right? The armor will go to someone else.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was like a metaphor or something, or I'm just going to freaking eat you, because if you can't do your job,
It's
I'm
like,
just
if
going
you're
to take
not going
your
to be my
power.
head soldier, I'm going to take...
I don't know.
Take that
I mean,
badge off,
unless
that armor
abilities
badge.
are, do you think like maybe abilities are given to people? Like,
Maybe, because, they're the only ones that are there with that chief. Talking about, what they're going to do, what their strategy
yeah, because
is
the
going to
armor
be.
Titan, he automatically has the armor. It's not like he creates it.
Yeah, he starts off with it, and then
He starts off with it, and then he hardens on top of that.
Yeah, he does.
So
maybe it's a certain serum that he gets from the Beast Titan. You never know.
And you have to just inject yourself once to have it, like Aaron did, because now he can crystallize, and he had to inject himself to have that. So I'm kind of
so one serum's for extra hair, one serum's for
I know.
extra armor, one's for extra crystals.
And then that freaking Titan with the horse mouth, like the one that's
it's almost like a duckbill or something. The duckbill one with the luggage.
It's so bizarre. Sorry,
it's like a turtle.
Turtle. But that's so bizarre, because then he's on all fours. And then he just carries things. Sorry, that really just got me funny. But
and he's really intelligent,
He's the scout. He's their scout.
Yeah, and why was he still in Titan form, just holding all that stuff still? Like, I know they were probably just about to go out and they were discussing plans, but then he's still, hanging out with all that heavy luggage. Didn't he have the luggage still on him, or the barrels or whatever?
He did, yeah. So there's probably other, I don't know, weapons in there.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he had Berthold there.
Yeah, and then...
shot him with a barrel.
See... I stand by, and it's supposed to be scary, but the Titans are so bizarre, and they're so freaky, and they're so terrifying. They are. And then when they're that, bizarre where you have, this one just standing all, almost like a sexy pose, and then we had the other ones that were guns blazing. So I know it's their consciousness of the human that they were maybe doing that to them, because we've seen a baby all innocent and yay, and and it's just so bizarre, and it gives me chills and how scary it can be. But then sometimes it catches me off guard where I'm laughing and I'm like, I'm gonna die that way. I'm gonna be like instead of running and being oh crap, you have something so crazy coming at you, and then it's oh my god, you're gonna have the worst death. So going to Marco, that was, to finally see what happened to him, it was way worse than I thought it was going to be. To have all three of his comrades, and he was so innocent about that.
He was. He wanted just to look the other way. He knew he was processing what is happening right now, and he's like, okay, well, this. Well,
he learned the dark secret first.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't expect that. So, what else were they supposed to do?
And then Annie on top of it.
Yeah, to see Annie's expression was, we always saw her was just a cold person, and to see her with all this emotion on her face was kind of holy crap.
Yeah, and she didn't want to be the one to take off the gear.
I know, because she knew that was it.
But they could be the ones to kill her, because then it would open up questions as to why was he killed by, ODM gear and not a Titan.
I know, yeah, so it was just such a worse death, and I know they cared for him too, so to kill them, say if, they could hide the evidence or not have evidence of him dying a certain way, you know, like it was hard for them enough to just struggle with the idea of doing it. Like they were all almost crying. And yeah, so it just sucks to have him die that way. And Marco actually said, we can't even negotiate. We didn't even negotiate. And that's what Armin did at one point. And he didn't even witness that, you know?
Right.
So here, this is the problem. There's no communication. And who narrated that? I mean, when we were reading it, Armin
Well, they also waited too late for that too.
Yeah, where when they were looking at Reiner and they were crying, and yes, because he was a friend, they were betrayed by him, but he was a friend. And then we heard that there's just so much we don't know, and we have no choice. If you're a Titan, if you could change into a Titan, you could overpower and kill everyone.
That's right.
So the only option is to kill you, and it just sucks with like minimal knowledge of why this is even happening. So I know there's a lot we don't understand. Yes, Reiner, Berthold, the Speed Titan, is killing so many humans, making them extinct. It's not good, but why are they even doing this? Like, what's the
overall
purpose?
picture? What's the end game?
Just Titans, if you could change into a Titan, they're more important, and
They're
humans
superior. They don't
Yeah.
want humanity.
See, Armin was a little. I mean, not that he was too late. I mean, he didn't really have a choice. But if he was able to catch Bernholt, you know, before he saw Reiner, he might have had a chance to negotiate.
I know, but now he's done, because they were even saying Bernholt changed, right? So now,
Well, yeah, because
He
as soon as
wasn't even
Bernholt
my
saw
friend.
Reiner, he got pissed off and got, you know, all dark and stuff.
Yeah.
Darker.
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's really, really bad.
It is bad. I
don't think
really,
there's no
really
negotiating.
hope that Hanji's squad is alive somehow.
She's alive. I'm selfish. I mean, I want them to like have some survivors, but I'm so afraid that she's gone. She was right there when he transformed.
I mean, she was in midair too. It's not like she can just hide behind something really quick.
and even what do you hide against or behind? Because like everything was just
Everything got devastated.
Yeah, it was just complete destruction. It was awful.
I mean, if she is alive, she's beat up to hell.
I know.
Come on, we let you have Reiner back. We need Hanji back.
I know. Don't take her away from us. But Marco, you had a terrible death. That was absolutely awful. I mean, that was heartbreaking.
That was probably the worst death of the whole series. I mean,
it's hard
they're
to say.
all
There were
hard,
a lot of
but
bad ones, but
That-
just get eaten
yeah.
alive. But
Yeah,
that
especially
was
when you
terrible.
know,
But
like
to be-
everyone
to-
knows what's going to have to happen.
friends
but to
doing
be betrayed
it to
by
friends
three of your good friends.
that you
Three of your
trusted.
good friends.
Yeah, and then there's more and more and more, and you have this. There's just so many things going on so fast where you're getting betrayed by good friends you trusted and you fought with. And now they're ganging up on you. You have this ultimate secret that they're trying to destroy humanity. He's like piecing all these things together, and you can't do a darn thing about it. You can't say anything.
Couldn't even
and
yell
you get
help.
eaten by a freaking Titan on top of that. They just leave you there to watch, you know? Like, it's just awful. That was
Jeez.
terrible. Yeah. Poor
Yes.
Marco, but it's good to see stories like that, you know, because it's been so long now that I'm like, are we ever going to go back to that? But yeah, they really do conclude a lot of these open endings, you know, that we never
They tie him
never
up.
solve, you know.
And just to take his gear off and just throw it. So they're probably just going to, well, when we saw him that he was gone, you know, everyone just surmised, okay, well, his gear just flew off while he was getting eaten or something.
Yeah, because they kept questioning it because they said that it was weird how all that happened, and they kept
Uh-huh.
asking questions, and it didn't make sense on why his gear was off, and then they were questioning Annie about it, and
Yeah,
it
we
was like a
know.
whole bizarre thing. Not good, guys. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Don't go exploding.
Yeah. Woo.
Bye.